Here we go. Kobe. Alright, I think everything's all teed up. What's up, billionaire? This worked? I think this worked. Perfect. Perfect. One sec here. Just gonna get this all live. Alright. Perfect. I think we... Big red bar. Big red bar. Okay. I think we have everything teed up. You can hear me okay, right? Alright. Right, billionaire, you can hear me okay? On the YouTube. Got the TikTok going. Sweet. Snowball, come here. So, I wanted to go public on this because we just hit the 50,000 invested goal, and after today and where the market's heading, I pretty much said I'm going to tax harvest. No matter what, we're pulling out. Snowbird, come over here. We'll talk finance together. Come on. Come here, buddy. Gotta bring the bird through. Gotta bring the bird. So we're gonna do some stock talk while I talk through this myself on what's the game plan. What's the what's out there. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. I want to talk through some different companies, some different things. Right? I should have. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't, but anywho. So basically, I want to talk through some different companies. You tell me what you guys are, what you're thinking, what you would do, which ones you like more, and I want to talk through each one of them for a little bit. So when I think stocks right now, I just think delicious discounts. So my things, I'm going to talk mega tech stocks for just a couple minutes here. So I'm going to list off some companies and talk about where they are, where they were, and what does that mean for an investment standpoint? Because I think I'm going to make some moves tomorrow. So, Apple. So I'm going to start with Apple. So Apple, when I think about Apple, right now they're selling at $203 a share. That's up 24% from their 52-week low, but down 22% from their 52-week high. Google's the second mega tech I'm thinking about. And Google is 2% off their 52-week low at $51, and they're almost 30% below their 52-week high. Now, Meta and Amazon are the other two mega techs that I want to talk about. And when I say mega tech, I'm not including the Nvidias, the AMDs, the Intel. When I think mega tech, I'm thinking post CPU GPU usage. So when I think about those, right now, Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. What is everyone thinking? What are we thinking? right now they're all selling at a 22% to 28% discount from their all-time highs. From their 52-week highs, I should say. So, Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. Where's comfort levels in these stocks out of either TikTok or YouTube? Curious from you guys, what are you thinking? Which companies do you like the most? Which ones would you be like, absolutely not? Hell no. And then I'll kind of talk about where my mind's at with these. And I'm going to talk about 4 different cuts right now. So I'm going to call it Megatech. Those are the 4 that I just referenced. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the core. And what I mean by core is core stock, like there'll be core companies that are going to be like things that are good with dividends or just the general core economy. And then I'm going to look at dividend stocks that I'm pretty interested in. And then I'm going to finalize it up with some car and tech stuff that I'm kind of also interested in. And the discounts on all these stocks are just insane. So for those that are just tuning in on TikTok, you can't see it on the thing on the back. I did sell 50,000 worth of shares today, and I took a $3,000 loss. I did that for the taxed harvesting. So I was in a bunch of ETFs, and I had every sector and all that jazz. I finally said, you know what, the main companies have bled enough. I am going to start getting in on some individual stocks. So, stop, Birdie. He is just a biter today. Okay, so let's talk Apple for a second. So Apple, what is Apple's like main competitors? So like, if we think like, what would really hurt Apple further than where they're at today? Mike, how do you feel about the stock market crash and how tariffs are going to impact us? So this bird's going to impact me, but what I'm trying to figure out is, in the short term, all of these tariffs are just reciprocal tariffs to what are being taxed on us today. So, wouldn't it be nice if all of society would just drop all their damn tariffs? Just knock them all out. Let's be done with them. Obviously, if you're in a area that's of strength, like the United States, that puts you in an advantage over other countries dramatically. And I can't speak on what that would do for other countries, but come on, dude. Stop. I need to get you a chew toy. But right now, when it comes to the stock market, the money is not lit on, like the money did not just get lit on fire. It's somewhere. So anytime you invest, anytime you think about like trying to put money into the stock market, when it's all said and done, it's somewhere. Someone's like myself, I'm sitting on my sales right now. Like I have the cash just sitting there waiting to go, you know? Where do I want to deploy my cash? So people are just sitting on cash waiting. And once they get a little clear understanding of where things are going, then they deploy their capital. So when you think of the stock market, the reason why the S&P 500 has never, ever, 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 in the history of ever, stayed negative for long term is because people sell, they walk away, they come back. They come back when they feel like they're ready to come back, you know? Like that's the reality of how the stocks and the market work. Because what else are you going to invest in? Bitcoin? Real estate? The cash has got to go somewhere. So my opinion is that until everyone figures out where things are going to go, this is going to be a little rocky ride. But I mean, one thing that probably everyone, I don't know if you remember this or not, but if you were investing in 2022, so post-COVID, 2022, I invested all year long. You know how much I made? Nothing. I legitimately invested to break even on my losses. In 23, I made back up for it, and I got back to I made up for like getting back in and then some, right? So this happens every couple of years, and the question is, do you have the game plan ready for what you're trying to do? Billionaire. So I guess make companies in America to start making their products. Okay, dude. Nope. Maybe find a company that's trying to fully commit to making products in America. That could be interesting. That definitely could be interesting. So, let's go back to where I was talking. So, mega cap stocks. Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. Who are their competitors? Dude. You want the head scratchies, don't you? I'll give you scratchies. Who are their competitors? Like, I'm thinking Apple. I'm thinking like, who's really going to compete against Apple? I suppose I don't have Microsoft out here, because when you think Apple, they're both subscription based. They've got the phone based. You got to think of the computers. But like, what's the next gen version of Apple? Because the other thing I don't have in here is their PE. So I add into. I've got a spreadsheet thing open that I'm playing with. There we go. Okay. So when I think of the price, so the PE ratios, Apple's at 29, Google's at 18, Meta's at 22, and Amazon's still at 32. It's very common for megatech to run in the 30s. So like when I look at Google and I look at Meta, their stock is substantially lower than their PE ratios. So Apple's competitors are Samsung, Google. Okay. So now, if I were to think about adding, let's take a look at, is Samsung, does Samsung trade on the American ticker? Samsung stock. No, it doesn't. It doesn't trade on the New York, like the stock exchange. It's in, what the heck is that? Is that South Korean? I don't, KRW? Is that, what is KRW? Yeah, it's South Korean. Okay. It's like, I don't recognize that currency. Okay, so they're not. So then, like Samsung, so like let's picture this for a second. So if Samsung, if they increase the tariffs on external competitors, Samsung has to import that. So wouldn't that give an edge to an Apple in the US for a competitor basis? Okay, dude. Okay, dude. This is the fun thing to talk about, like all the I know, you've got so many new feathers. So many pin feathers, dude. How do you have so many every single day? Everything that Apple does across their cloud service, their cell phone service, or like their iPhones, the iPads, it's hard to imagine that the innovation that those phones are doing aren't taking market share. Like, think about like Sony cameras and stuff like that. How long until we no longer need like another camera? Like, at what point does an iPhone completely take another chunk of the market share of the Nikons and the Sonys and the all the other different manufacturers that are in that industry? Because what I'm trying to figure out is, how do you justify a PE ratio for Apple of 29? It's the PE ratio historically. I mean, Johnson & Johnson's got a PE ratio the same of Apple. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Those two are not the same. Well, it depends. So, so let's take a look at Nintendo stock. Come on, dude. Why are you being such a biter? Why? 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 I don't know why he's biting so much. All right, so I get Nintendo stock up here. Like, you're asking the question, will they go? So they're up on this last 6 months. They're up 27%. So they're on a heater right now. Down 10% on the month. I think the question is, like, did they price in, like, how did they, so when you look at a stock, they're going to price in the forward expected earnings into the purchase price or their PE. So when I look at Nintendo, I wonder how much, without following them, how much have they priced in for the expectations for the Switch? You know? Like, sometimes some of the reasons why, like, the stock market has dropped recently is because the market had priced in interest rate cuts this year, and the interest rate cuts just never happened or are not happening at the rate in which they expect. So that means that all of the stocks are going to go down in value because we lost that expected reduction in cost of capital. But Nintendo looks like they're... Oh my gosh, dude. What is going on, Birdie? Going crazy, dude. Here, bite this. There you go. Bite this thing. I'll just hold that there. That way you don't bite my head off. Because he clearly wants to. Alright, so the next stocks I want to talk about. So these are the ones I was thinking about. I'm obviously very interested in Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon. I didn't say Microsoft because I don't know if I really care about Microsoft. What's Microsoft looking like? So Microsoft, they're at a PE of 30. They're down 20% from their high, and they're almost at their 52-week low. That's insane. So they're Megatech, Microsoft and Google are at like rock bottoms right now. Like they're at their all-time like from the last 52-week lows. So it's tough to think that they're going to dip much lower, but who knows? Okay, so the next companies that I'm digging into, I like to call these the core companies. So those companies are going to be Costco, Delta, Walmart, Target, Coca-Cola. So of those companies I just referenced, Costco has a PE ratio of 56. That's insane. What? Why is Costco's PE ratio higher than any tech company? That's insane. Alright, dude. You want this? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Who bite me? You gonna keep biting me? Okay, so Costco, I have this on the list just because they're down 10% from their 52-week high, and I had originally thought that Costco had a bigger dividend pool. I thought them being a cash cow, that they would pay better dividends. But the reality is Costco keeps a tight 2% margin on their business model structure, which means they don't have much to give away. So they can't really do a ton in dividends. So I'm like, okay, so Costco's a watch list item. It's not like a I'm gonna buy item. What are you doing, you little avocado? I love when you let me hold you like this. Hey. 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 Do you like being held like this or not? You don't want to be held like that anymore? Okay. That's okay. So, Delta. So I have Delta on here because they have, right now they're down almost 45% from their 52-week high. And they're selling at a P ratio of 7, which is insane. It's crazy low. I don't know about you guys, but I love Delta. I'll fly Delta all the time. I don't really fly anything but Delta. I struggle with this one because I enjoy this company, and to see them down almost 50% is insane. I knew you were going to do that. You little pusher. Pusher. Anywho. So, Delta, I really like it just because I like it. I personally like it. Hold on. Bird did a good push. Gotta throw this away quick. All right, I'm back. All right, so Delta, again, we talked about that one. Walmart is next on my list. So Walmart is down 17%. They do have a nice PE ratio of 36, and they have a little dividend. I don't know. That one, it's tough because it's up so much from... It's up 49% from their 52-week low. So it's up a lot. Now, Target, which is probably the most controversial one of all of them, because they're at their 52-week low, basically. They have a PE of $11, and they're down almost 50%, 47% from their 52-week high. Which means, and they're trading at $94 a share. Like, that is absolutely insane. They also have like a 4% dividend on top of all of that fun. It just seems very attractive from a stock picker percent. Coca-Cola, so they're only down 1% from their 52-week high. They are just continuing to do very well. Kobe, what are you doing? And they have a 30 PE ratio. They have a slightly good dividend fund. That one is something of interest to me. All right, now I want to talk dividend stocks. So cash flow stocks, those type that I'm really interested in. So those are Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, ExxonMobil, and Chevron. All of them hold between like 4, 5, and 6% dividend yield. And Johnson & Johnson and Chevron are trading single digits from their 52-week high. So all the conversations that are going on with tariffs, they have barely been impacted. Pfizer, because of a lot of things that are going on, they're down 23% from their 52-week high. And Exxon is down 11%. So Pfizer seems the riskiest of the 4 dividend stocks that I'm interested in. And those, I mean, it makes sense because Pfizer's under the gun with everything that's, I want to say, around the vaccines and stuff. But anywho. Then we have, so those are my dividend ones that I really, really like. And then we have cars and tech. So cars and tech, so Tesla's an interesting one. I call that cars and tech because Tesla's more than just a car dealership, and they're up almost 100% from their 52-week low. Think about that for a second. They're up insane. But they're down 45% from their current 52-week high. So now the thing that really is insane is Tesla is running on a PE ratio of 131. That is absolutely insane. I find that one hard to believe, that is right. Right, Snowball? Or seems just. It just seemed, I don't know. No mega tech company is running at a PE like that. Just Tesla. They're up there on their island all by themselves. Then we've got Ford, which I don't know when the heck this happened, but when did their dividend become like 6%? So like Ford Motor Company is down 35% from their 52-week high, and they're up just barely from their 52-week low. So like when I think Ford Motor Company, I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. So what I'm trying to do now is figure out, after I sold my investment pool, because when we're in the rocky grounds, which we've been in rocky grounds water for now like the last 2.5 months, 3 months, it feels like, I have been investing in ETFs, and I was able to tax harvest a $3,000 loss today. So now the next thing that I need to do is figure out what individual stocks are the single most interesting to me for growth. So that's where I'm at. Ouch, dude. That hurt. That hurt. What's up, man? What's up? What do you need? Any is this a premiere? No, this is called TikTok, Neil. This is called TikTok. Would you like it to be a premiere? Renee dropping all the hearts. Thanks, Renee. Anyone out there want to talk about any stocks? I kind of just gave a whole ramble of things that I'm thinking about. Things I'm interested in. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know if I will or not tonight, Neil. Kobe, get out of here. You little troll. How long have we been live? 33 minutes? Hot damn. Hot damn! It's a long live. Whoa! What in the hell is going on here? Okay. My dude. What are you doing? I'm gonna bring my phone closer so you can see this punk. Kobe, wait, why is how do I kill the background? Can I kill the background? I don't think I can do that, can I? Is it possible? I have a Bengal cat literally on my shoulder. You can't really see him because of this background. How do you kill the background? No, not that. Oh, he jumped down. Shoot. Never mind. Ginger! Ginger's got all the answers. Effects. Where's the effects? Yeah, they hang out, I guess, as much as one you could imagine a bird and a cat hanging out. Why am I so dumb here? Effects. Okay. No effects. Oh, I see. There! Look at that! Look at that! Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I could have done that faster. The cat was literally up on my shoulder. Just hanging out. With you. That's you. Do you see yourself? Yeah. Okay. So. Oh. I will be an on. Where do I buy my stocks? So I used to use TD Ameritrade, and they got bought out by Charles Schwab. So I do all my purchasing on Charles Schwab. Yeah, buddy. Snowball is ready, Bradford. Oh, really? Cool. You're really cool. He's just gonna sit there. Does anyone else in here buy stonks? YouTube, you're quiet. YouTube are crickets. Tammy, I wouldn't have a clue on how to start. Fair enough. What do you think, Bird? I have a feeling he's just going to bite me in the face. Use Robinhood? That's always a good one. I think a lot of people started on Robinhood because Robinhood didn't have those like stock charges on them. So people started using Robinhood really like early. And then all of a sudden, like all the major investment platforms, they switched away from having all these fee-based trades. I think like the one thing I like about Robinhood is like being able to get like crypto. Like if I was ever really interested in buying crypto, I would go on like Robinhood. What do you think? Is that okay? No? What's everyone doing today? It's Thursday. We'll have some small talk. I kind of laid out all the stocks I'm thinking about. I don't know how I'm gonna deploy the capital yet, because I don't want to go in too fast. Like maybe tomorrow I'll go pretty deep on like Chevron and Exxon, get into some of those oil stocks. Oh my gosh, Ginger, AMC. You don't even want to get me started on AMC. AMC was the stock that I lost $100,000 on, and I shouldn't say lost. Lost is the wrong term. I got out of AMC way too early, and it literally just went to the moon, and I was not in AMC. I wanted to cry. It was $100,000 that I would have made had I just literally forgot my password on my damn app for a little while, kind of thing. So frustrating. Anywho. Bingo night. That'll be fun, Renee. Under the yo. Bum, ba, bum. Dude, why are you trying to kill me? Ouch. Ouch. You don't need to draw blood. Hey, you don't need to draw blood. I like how you try to act like you're cool and nothing happened and then you go bite. Alright, move. What do you think you're doing? Oh, Doge. Dogecoin! Oh my gosh, the meme coins. The Dogecoin was absolutely insane. The amount of like coverage on that coin. Oh, the good times. Okay, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ouch. Dude, that hurts so much sometimes. You've got like a little crunchy crunch jaw. Oh yeah, for sure. Doge was absolutely wild. I appreciate all of you. I see you smashing the screen with the likes. You guys are doing it. Bop, beep, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Can you bop for them? Bop, 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 bop. Come on. Let's dance. Yeah. 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 Come on. Who's a bird? Who's a bird? You? Who's a bird? Oh, he's nervous. Too many people watching. Right? Right. Neil, should I go live tonight? Snowball, should I go live tonight? Should I go live? You think so? Snowball, you think so? You sure? You just want me to turn the live on at home so you can watch me play. He's like, turn the music on. Watch this. Okay, so you guys can't see this in the background, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on his favorite game. Last night was bad. Very bad. Bad, bad, bad. So, if I turn on his favorite game, and he gets a chance to see it, oh, he's tweaking. He's tweaking! Look what's coming. What is that? Are you excited? What? 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 He's watching Firelink right now. He enjoys some Firelink play. What is that? Alright, guys. I gotta probably get to some stuff. I just want to talk online. See if anyone want to talk stonks. And maybe I'll go for a walk or something, and then see if I get some energy for a second live tonight on... When you go live, you are supposed to stay on at least an hour. Also try and get 5 new gifters. Beep bop boop. What does that do? I don't understand. Anywho. Well, maybe I'll hang out with you for a little bit.